Hey, what's up, everybody? How's it going? It's your pal Wes from Perfect Circuit, coming at you live from Burbank, California. It's Wednesday. It's a beautiful Wednesday here in Burbank. It's actually pretty nice. But hey, we are coming at you live in preparation for a few things. Actually, we've got a couple more live streams coming up for you here in the near future, and we're just testing some things out, making sure everything's nice and smooth, all the kinks are ironed and such. So yeah, but today we're gonna get started with a couple of announcements here. We got all sorts of fun news, and the hot synth news of this week is, of course, Arturia with their brand new MiniFreak. MiniFreak, excuse me. Look at me, jacking stuff up live. We can't edit out in post, but whatever. It's the MiniFreak. They went from micro to mini. They added some mini keys, a whole bunch of goodies. This thing is jam-packed. It's got 6 voices of polyphony, an analog filter, a ton of different oscillator modes. The digital effects section looks really, really cool. And then it looks like they really expanded upon what the MiniFreak did in terms of giving you like a really, really playable keyboard with a ton of different options for, doing arpeggiator stuff. Or I saw in the demo they did this like mutate mode thing where he was changing the decay of his envelopes. All that was really, really cool and super fun and quick to grab. There's kind of a little bit of automation going on there in the sequencer. It looks really fun. All in all, cannot wait to get my hands on the MiniFreak. Moving right on along in cool synth announcements, we've got Erica Synths. Gertz, the founder of Erica Synths, is coming over to Burbank next week, Friday. We will be having an in-store event. We'll be streaming it live just like this. Just you're watching it right now. We're going to be doing the same thing, but with Gertz from Erica Synths. They're going to be unveiling a brand new device. Top secret. It's going to be super duper cool. We're going to be on brand, spooky as heck. There's going to be free beer. There's going to be free pizza. There's probably going to be free other stuff. Candy, most definitely. So, head to the site today to get your RSVP in. There's very limited seating for that event. Under 50 spots there, and I think there are a few left as of the last time I checked a few hours ago. So if you're interested in coming on down to the showroom and experiencing that all live, make sure that you get your RSVP in right away. And yeah, it's going to be really exciting. It's going to be a whole lot of fun, and we cannot wait. Moving right on along again to even cooler, it's not much cooler, but it's very cool and fun news. We have a giveaway going on. Hot diggity daffodil, we're giving away a Moog Mavis and a Q Nexus from Keith McMillan Instruments. It's kind of just like a fun modular starter set. And it's free. US only, guys. Sorry, that's just the way it is. Can't get around international law as easy as we'd like, but you can head to the site. You can sign up for that bad boy too. I think the contest ends next Wednesday, or maybe a little bit before that, Tuesday maybe. So get your entry in, and we'll be giving that stuff away. It's gonna be fun on a bun. Now, on to the main event. The reason that we called you here today to the internet to stream about some, oh, Randy, we love you. The reason we called you here today is to talk about one of my favorite synthesizers of 2022, the Softpop 2. It got an explosively huge digital oscillator update. I cannot understate, this was an absolutely incredibly powerful and amazing synth before the digital oscillator update, and since we've updated this thing, it is just the next level. They've packed so many unique and fun sounds in here, a bunch of kind of just quality of life enhancements, and a couple of new features that I'm finding incredibly useful. So we're just going to take a look and a listen to some of these awesome new sounds here, and I'm going to give you my top 5 favorite new features on the Softpop 2 digital oscillator update here. Yeah, get all that stuff out of the frame. Anyways, so let's take a look here and a listen. All right, so Softpop 2 digital oscillator update here. This unit's gotten the update. It's all fun on a bun here. And how we get to the new oscillator modes is we're going to hold slide and this MIDI button up here. And then each of these 8 gate buttons become brand new oscillator modes for you to use. And oh my good golly gracious, they are quite tasty. My all-time favorite so far here is number 6, which I'm going to pop this on drone mode. Number 6 is Super Saws. Super Saws, you know me, I love my Super Saws. We got to turn that orb on there, and what we're also going to do is we're going to patch the triangle output, which is where all the new digital oscillator sounds are going to come from. We're going to patch it right into the filter input so we get the straight, unadulterated new digital sounds here. So let's pop it into drone mode. And then to change the sound, because you've got kind of like a wave shaping function, you're going to want to hold slide right down here and then use this fine tune knob. So I'm going to do this and dial in these Super Saws, and let's just take a nice little listen here, why don't we? Turn down this guy over here a little bit, right? Maybe a little bit like that. All right, cool. So that's some delicious Super Saw action for you. And right away you can tell that these new digital waves are juicy as heck. So let's go through all of them, since this is my number one thing on this digital oscillator update here. It is one of many things. The manual has gotten much beefier. I had to print it out because I just love using a highlighter on this stuff. So new wave number 1 here, we've got the fractal triangle. You're going to love this thing, right? So it starts down at the very bottom of the wave shape. It's just like a fun little digital triangle. And then as we move the wave shape over here, fan of that one too. All right, moving right on along, number 2, we've got the super fractal triangle. Now this is 2 detuned triangles fractal transforming into each other. I don't know what that means, to be totally honest, but I know it sounds sick as hell. All right, let's take a listen here. This one in particular, once you kind of pop the filter modulation up here into pop or pixel and give it a little bit of resonance, it gets just, ooh, so very nice. fun. Mwah, just love it. All right, moving on some more. We've got an animated fractal triangle for number 3 down here. Let's just reset this, and let's take a listen here. Ooh, that's another really good one. Okay, number 4 on our list is going to be an exponential saw detune. So this is kind of like a similar to a super saw type of vibe, but also very different. Let's take a little listen here. Caleb, I would say that this is a great place to start with Modular. I think the Softpop 2, by the way, just going off on a little tangent here from the comments that we just got, I think that the Softpop 2 gives you everything that you really want, and it doesn't hide much from you. So you've got a very wonderful sequencer, you've got a bunch of like really, really great just kind of components here. So your oscillator, your filter, and your envelope. And then it gives you all the bells and whistles you could really want, like, you know, the sample and hold, the pixel pop stuff, all the whiz-biz that's going on with this digital oscillator into the pulse. The pulse wave is derived from a comparator of the triangle. So the triangle goes in, and it says, this is a square wave, and it pops it out. So anyways, that's a whole lot of fun. You've also got this beautiful analog filter, and then the kind of like sleeper use for the Softpop 2 is the input here, which has an envelope follower and an amp that just distorts the hell out of anything. So you can use this to tear up drums or external signals, guitars, whatever you want. Excellent little entry point into Modular, in my opinion. Anything that gets you, having fun with synths, it's a good way to go. But we will move right on along again with some more digital waves. We're going on to number 5 here, which is the Super Triangle, and I'm going to show you guys something interesting about this one, because this will also give you a super square wave here too, in a sense. So let's listen to this Super Triangle here. Sounds like just, nice basic triangle down there. And as we start to turn it up, it gives us this kind of like unison style triangle here. But if we pop that out, give us a really nice and juicy, just like I was saying there, how the pulse output here is derived from the triangle going into a comparator. The Super Triangle really hits that comparator nicely. Anyways, moving right on along. We already listened to the Super Saw. That's number 6. So number 7 here, This is some of my other favorite waves, new waves in this bad boy. Number 7 is a triangle to noise, which sounds kind of like, but just let's take a listen. Let's listen. fun, fun. Okay, and last but certainly not least, we've got brand new waveform number 8, which is the glitch radio one. So now this is kind of just like a noisy one here too. But, you know, it definitely could be used for making some spooky-ass sounds, some horrible, evil noises, you know? Some good stuff. Look, I dropped some cables down here. Anyways, so that's my number one favorite new thing about the Softpop 2 digital oscillator update. Let's see and check out what my other favorite things are. And to do that, I'm going to need this Arturia key step here, and that's because my second favorite thing is the brand new plug in the MIDI cable, the brand new MIDI triggering mode, which is something that I actually specifically asked for, because sometimes when I'm out and about, I don't have a ton of patch cables with me. And when the Softpop first released, if you just plugged in a MIDI cable like this, even if you were on the right MIDI channel and everything, it just it wouldn't trigger like this. And that's because you had to patch the MIDI gate into the trigger to get the envelope generator to go. But now we can just hit the MIDI button and hit trigger there. Let's listen to these supersaws again. And now we could just play MIDI stuff all day. Have fun with it, you know. We could use this arpeggiator in here. Let's see. Let's make this I got this MIDI thing going here, right? I've got some weird automation in this sequence, I think is what's going on. Fun. All right. Anyway, sorry. I could sit around and play with this thing all day, but we've got more fun stuff to talk about here. Boop, boop, boop. So let's get a sequence going here, right? So that was number 2. Now number 3. Probability effects. So the trig effects, if you're unfamiliar, are a super interesting and fun way to use the Softpop to kind of like create some variation in your sequence here. So we can hit play here, and then we can use holding the trigger button in these 8 gates. We go. So there is a new one now, which is probability, and it's down here on number 8, which is great. It just sets a 50% probability. and you can combine them with other trig effects for super duper fun stuff. And what's really cool is that you can stack them on top of each other. So my number 3 favorite thing is a combination of the fact that this new probability effect is super duper fun, and also Bastel have fine-tuned how a bunch of these kind of interact with each other. So your double ups, I like to call them, your kind of re-trigger ones, work a lot better with the noisy sort of things and the bendy ones now. So just in general, all of these trig effects really, really doing it for me now. So yeah. Anyways, let's move on along again here. I'm gonna have to consult my notes for this one because this next thing here, look at how, you guys, this is all updates to the Softpop 2. So there's a lot of stuff in this update here. I'm still working through half of it. But they have made, I circled it somewhere in here. Ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo, ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo, ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo. All right. Yeah. Near CV range. Okay. I couldn't find it. But now you can turn this bad boy on. You'll notice this load boot animation there. And you'll see that 2 and 4 were lit up during my boot animation here. Now that's because I believe I held slide, and that actually changes the function of this slide thing. Which one is it? I believe it's scale. Yep. All right. So that's the one here. So let's hold scale when we turn this Softpop 2 on here, and you're going to notice that number 2 is going to light up. And what that does is it puts us in a narrow pitch mode range. Now, if you've used the Softpop 2 before the digital oscillator update, you might have said to yourself, holy cow, this pitch fader has an amazingly large range, like from absolutely subsonic LFO to, you know, ear-shattering high. Well, Bastel listened and they realized, you know, a narrower pitch range is going to be a lot more usable. So let's take a listen here. This is going to be loud. And that's another thing that I did. By holding slide when the device is powering on, you can have your wave shape always be on the fine tune, and so you don't have to hold slide to access that functionality here. Let's take a look. Sorry, I love the sounds that come out of this thing these days, you know? Absolutely incredible. So yeah, they've added a bunch more. Those are kind of like the quality of life sort of upgrades that I was mentioning. Let's see here. Bryce says, if you were a hot dog and you were starving, would you take a bite out of yourself? Now, I think that that's an interesting question because, you know, it's absolutely ridiculous. And I'm going to say that if I was starving, well, that would suck. And I would probably, you know, not want to, if I made it through starving, I don't know if I would really like be stoked to like live the rest of my life with bites taken out of myself. That's just my 2 cents. And moving right on along, more Softpop 2 stuff. Now, I gotta find this list again because there's a giant long list of all the really cool MIDI CC implementations that Bastel have added there, right? So here's the list. Look at it. It's a big long list here. But it's my number 5 pick for my 5th favorite thing about the new Softpop update here. There's a ton of fun stuff in this bad boy. You can control everything with MIDI CCs. You can start patterns. You can chain patterns and everything like that. You got some sustain, all of the waveforms select. So you can imagine if you were to plug this little box into something like an Electron device where you have a ton of just macro control over the CVs, you could just go off and go crazy. But here's my last little tip for you guys. The key step actually has a CC mode. If you hold shift here, you've got, you know, banks, 1, 2, 3, all that stuff. And you can just set these to be different different CCs here. I forget how to do it. I think you double. Jeez, man, look at me now. Now I look like a fool. I forgot how to do it. But what the point is you've got a ton of CC banks, and there is a very easy way to set these up. Gosh, I cannot remember it though. But yeah, you can set all these knobs as just like quick assign CCs, and it's quite nice, very fun, and it's a wonderful way to riff. And if I was more prepared for this live stream, I would have MIDI CCs ready to go for this Softpop too. But bada bing, bada boom. That's our quick little live stream for today. So to recap everything that's been going on, well, we looks like the stream is down. How are those things over there looking? Oh, well. Doesn't look like we're dropping any frames. It's just down on my computer. Yeah, it's just down on my computer. Let's recap, everybody, about all the news and fun stuff. We've got an Arturia MiniFreak. It's out. You can pre-order it right now. You can go to the website. You can get on the list. Come on, do it. Why not? Come on. We've got another fun live stream just like this one. Actually, nothing like this one. The Erica Synths live stream will be much more structured, fun. It'll be down in the showroom. There'll be a live studio audience, just like Seinfeld or, you know, whatever. People will be laughing. It'll be great. You'll love it. And then also, we're doing a gosh darn giveaway. So get your butt over to the website, win a Moog Mavis and a Q Nexus. Why wouldn't you enter? It's like it's you know, every time we do these giveaways, I sit here and I joyously smile as I enter a bunch of numbers into a random number generator, and I say, give me the random number, and then I hit that person up on Instagram and I say, you won some free stuff. It's like one of the best parts of my month. So, you know, make that process more fun for me and get your name in there, and I'll give you free stuff. But yeah, let us know what you think about this live stream. You know, this laid back sort of casual approach. If you hate it, we'll do something different. If you like it, maybe we'll do it a bunch more. But you know, only you can tell us what you think. So until next time, I've been Wes from Perfect Circuit. Aaron's been over there. And we're your handy dandy cool content creation team. So we'll catch you later.